The topics that I'm talking about today are a little tricky for me because I've seen people online that blow up and like suddenly find God and just go kind of nuts and become really cringy and preachy and force their beliefs down people's throats and make other people feel bad for not believing in the same things that they believe in. There's this pipeline of people that like reach a certain level of success and then they like suddenly find God and their entire brand becomes about God, which is so not me. And like that's why I hesitate to even use the word God, because I am not that person at all. I'm not religious. I'm absolutely fucking not here to preach. I get bitches and have riz and like fucking dress cool as fuck and am Gen Z and gay and it's really not my steez, but sometimes I close my eyes to focus on my thoughts. It's not that I don't want to connect with y'all. I'm always looking to connect with y'all. I fucking love y'all. But sometimes it's good for me to focus on my thoughts so I'm not so hyper aware of the fact that there's a camera in front of me. But the idea that we're talking about today is a concept that I call the unity of all things. Think of this concept as a ball of light. Sometimes I even call it source. Think of it as the original source from which all of us come and are a part of. I want to start doing content around like the cool stories that I have, because I have a lot of really fucking crazy stories of like God talking to me. Like it's honestly like so strange for me to use the word God, because I'm not religious by any means. I've never been religious, but I am spiritual, and the idea that I have of God is not a big man up in the sky. And that's not to disrespect the idea of a God, but I just think that Abrahamic religions have been are so indoctrinated in history that people have very concrete ideas of like what God means, and I think that the traditional definition of the word God is so, I don't know, it's one of the core foundations of like the misogynistic foundations that like our world has been founded on. Men like being the rulers of everything. That's the thing that I don't like about the traditional idea of God, is that like it's one, I feel like the definition of it like makes God seem as though they are like an ever powerful being, like a singular being, especially a being that would create galaxies and universes for the sole purpose of worshiping them. Like that, those are the, I guess, differences in outlook that I have with the traditional idea of God. But I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people believe in the same thing. Honestly, I see religion and spirituality as the same story told different ways to resonate with different groups of people during different points in human history. I think it is the same story told in different ways. And I know that there are like major differences, especially amongst the Abrahamic religions, but I do think that the fundamentals between them are the same. And people that like separatism and like my faith or my group is better than yours thinking are going to disagree with me. But I think people that are true egalitarians are probably going to have the same outlook, probably. I'm sorry, I feel like I said that in a way where like I am better than people that are closed-minded, which is also not the case. And closed-minded people are amongst some of the most needy people when it comes to like our love and help, you know. I will always keep my heart open to closed-minded people, you know. They really do need our help. People are closed-minded because they just hold a lot of hate, you know, which is very heavy to carry. And they're simply not aware of the fact that it's okay to let love in. And I know that sounds very like, oh, love and light and whatever, but like I don't know, once you have gone through an awakening, I